Fallout is a universe where it's clear that technological advancements beyond our reality have been made. Talking robot butlers, flying cars, and laser beam shooting cyborgs dominate the Fallout universe. Yet the computer technology that they have seems to be from the early 50s, with terminal-based computers that lack a proper GUI. And we all know that computers bring with them two certainties: porn and hackers. And I bet you can guess which one this video is about. Prime and Jiggs, two of the biggest hackers in the wasteland, just wanted to divide some loot spoils, but the wasteland isn't that forgiving. After completing an unknown job with his partner Jiggs, Prime made a difficult journey alone to the Museum of Technology to stash Jiggs' share of the loot for him to find. After easily hacking into several of the museum's ancient terminals, Prime left behind a set of riddles on them that only Jiggs would be able to solve. Jiggs and the Lone Wanderer, of course. Prime then hid Jiggs' share of the loot in a safe inside the museum that could only be accessed after the riddles were completed. Had Jiggs managed to acquire his share of the loot, Prime planned for them to meet up at Dot's Diner, near the Jury Street metro station. However, Jiggs was killed before he could solve the riddles, and Prime met a grisly end at the diner while waiting for his partner. You know, I can understand Jiggs dying. The Museum of Tech is littered with super mutants. Prime dying within the diner is a bit strange though. Unless he ate an old ass sweet roll. Speaking of poison sweet roll, if you guys want the antidote to the sweet roll I gave you earlier, you're gonna have to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Now at this stage it would seem that the story had finished with both characters dead. But just as computers bring about porn and hackers, they also bring about digital immortality. Prime's physical form may have died, but his memories live on in the form of notes left in the Museum of Technology's terminals. What I'm getting at here is that the story isn't over until the Lone Wanderer finds a fat stack of caps. Hidden throughout a series of different data terminals are a set of codes as stated by a terminal entry from Prime. I left the usual breadcrumbs all over some of the info terminals in this place. Their computer security was a joke. However, these riddles aren't simple and one must be very careful as the codes can only be entered once. Even if you have the computer whiz perk, you only get one go at this. Luckily, most of us have a habit of hitting F5 every 0.21 milliseconds. A single error will completely void this unmarked quest and the chance to obtain the valuable loot. Funny enough, it turns out that the answers to Prime's riddles were all prime numbers. Who'd have thought? Upon completing Prime's riddle, the Lone Wanderer can access the safe in the planetarium. The safe holds 200 caps, a few valuables, and a gun locker key. The gun locker key can be used to access, well, the gun locker. Now you may have noticed too that once the final terminal was accessed, a note called "Earn Your Share" was placed into the Lone Wanderer's pocket. You know, I thought I felt something slipping into my pocket while I was on that terminal, but I was too busy, solving Prime's puzzle. This note written by Prime tells Jiggs to meet him at the usual spot, the diner near Jury Street Metro. Dot's Diner, as it is named, is marked on the map as soon as the Lone Wanderer receives the note. The real reward is received once you arrive at Dot's Diner. Prime greets us at the door and gives us all of his valuables because we solved his puzzle. I'm kidding, Prime's dead, we just ransacked his corpse. On Prime's corpse we can find 500 bottle caps, explosives, ammo, and most importantly, the Shenlong rifle. The Shenlong is a unique Chinese assault rifle which I believe translates into Black Dragon according to the lore, but it's pretty unclear. Black Dragon does sound pretty cool though. To digress slightly, there is a bug that occurs sometimes where Prime only spawns a hand or a foot and also has no loot on him. This is because some dirty conniving wastelander took it while you were traveling there. To fix this, simply use PC commands to resurrect him and then unalive him again. A lot of you are probably thinking, why not skip the whole Museum of Tech section and go straight to Dot's Diner for some cheesecake and caps? Well, Prime's body only spawns once you've completed the Museum of Tech riddles. Contrary to what I said earlier, it is actually possible to bypass all the riddles and lockpicking however. One can hide in the planetarium and wait a few hours until two super mutants arrive. Once provoked, they will run for the utility room to get a missile launcher to blow your head off with. Essentially, anger any super mutant in this game and they can just bypass locks apparently. Simply shoot their heads off first and the utility room is opened. And so ends the story of Prime and Jiggs. Ron Perlman does it way better.
So ends the story of the Lone Wanderer.
Although a short story, a very interesting one of the two wasteland hackers and their Black Dragon. If I missed anything on these two, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you have any specific character in mind from the Fallout universe and you'd like them covered, let me know down below. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything new, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it or didn't learn anything new, give it a thumbs down. Thank you all very much for watching and I'll see you in the next episode where we cover another duo of characters from the wasteland. Until next time. Once we had Natasha defeated, we stripped her and climbed our way out of the wreckage. With Petrov dead and his head in our hands, we left for the Pavlov complex to extract his thoughts or some science shit. We got into our safe and secure car that definitely won't blow up, got attacked by a plush, and just like something out of a movie, the plush hit us so hard that we got stuck sideways in the motorway. I couldn't make this up if I tried, the car was perfectly lodged.